Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dennis Duko Niala. If you're new here, please ensure that you subscribe. Now today we're going to talk about our lovely goat structure. It is a two-in-one structure that is going to house both goats and chickens. Now this is the first time I'm actually handling such a project because, well, the previous ones have only been either chicken or just goats, but today it's integrated. I'm going to show you every little step that we've taken to actually have something of this nature. Of course, right now it's just in its initial stage, but I'm going to show you until the time we shall actually be complete, or the project will be complete. Now, just in a synopsis or in a snapshot, this structure is going to house about 400 heads of goats. In fact, we've put a capacity of about 450 goats just right here. And then the upper section, which is going to be the chicken section, is going to be housing roughly about 4,000 chickens, or type, depending on the type of chicken you actually choose. So let me take you through all the process that we took to have such a lovely structure. But just before we go into that, don't forget to go to Sungura House in Bukoto. We have rabbit meat, chicken, goat, and pizzas. Very lovely, nice pizzas. Goat meat, rabbit meat, and many other things. So support us. We're just after Bukoto traffic light, Bukoto Chisasi Road. Call on these numbers and we shall be more than glad to serve you. So let's dive into this. Now what you're seeing today here is day 2 of our work. Day 1, actually this is day 3 rather. Day 1 of our work, we were here, we met up with the client who of course showed us the area where he wants this particular structure to be. And we did of course look around and we chose this particular place because this was the only space that was available. And so the first day, that was it pretty much. And then the second day we came here, it was about measuring the space in terms of how big our structure was going to be, of course, after planning through and seeing how it will look like. So we measured, or this structure measures approximately 73 feet by 24 feet. Now 24 being the width and 73 being the length, the other side. That was done. And then day 3 came when we had to prepare our poles. Now these poles, as you can see, they are not the usual ones in terms of preparation. What we did, what the client requested was we put some plain sheet on the poles, and then somewhere else we shall use, of course, the black, these polythene bags. I don't know how they call it. I keep forgetting that name, but well, as you can see it in the video. Now that was pretty much what we did on day 3 and part of day 4. Now day 4 got us, fixing the poles as well. But as we continue working on other poles, because these are a couple of poles that are required, mostly the ones that are going to stand. Now, like I told you, this is a 2-in-1 structure. The goats are going to be the ones on the first floor or the ground floor, and then the chickens will occupy the first floor or the last floor. And I'm going to show you all the processes, so stick with me, stick here and continue subscribing. So this whole work has basically taken us roughly around a month and so to get done. As you can see, the downer side is going to harbor goats, as the upper side is going to harbor chickens. Now let me start from the exercising ground. The exercising ground is not as big, and like I told you, this structure is going to house roughly around 400 heads of goat. But this is the provisional exercise ground that we've given it. It's not the biggest, but well, we shall work around with it. Now the reason as to why you need to have an integrated kind of structure is simply to save on space. Those with space issues, this is a go-to area that you should invest in. Now this is our door, our outer door that leads us to the structure, but also we have another inlet that leads us to the upper section, but let's leave that for now. Let me show you just around the lower structure, then we shall go up the structure. These are so this is our exercising ground. As you can see, it's not a very big area, but it's big enough to at least accommodate some good number of goats. This is our first ladders that are leading us into this structure, but let's leave that of course for now. Let me take you to this particular other ladder section. We start from this upper section of the structure, upper but of course lower side, not the up chicken one. This is still the goat area, but the owner of this structure decided to have it separated. Now this here, so this here, sorry, I was telling my gentleman not to be in the camera. He might not like to be here. So this here, this structure, we separated it into different levels. I'm not meaning the upper one, but even the lower one. We have this level because of the steepness of the area. We have that, and then we have the other one where the goats are. So this is how it looks like. It is all made out of wood and timbers. Yes, these poles, as you can see, of course, I took you through the entire process. Now he has decided to use to separate these structures, and here he's going to put chickens. It's a very small space, roughly around I think 15 feet by 20 feet. Yeah. So as you can see, this gentleman was here cutting these, these iron sheet to fill in these gaps here, because the timbers could not give us a very good, environment to not leave the spacing. So this is the door that leads us there. Let's go to the second door and I show you as well. Oh, down here, this is our raised structure. Remember, it's not as raised as I usually recommend, but we had to work around with the steepness of this area. That's why you see it not. So the other downer part is very steepy or very elevated as opposed to this upper structure. But nonetheless, we shall work with that for now, because the land couldn't give us as many options as we wished. So this is the next part, but still we are on the downer side of the goat. So here, this is going to be our goat house. As you can see, we have some small goats already here enjoying their meal or morning meal. So this is how the goat structure down looks like. It's supposed to house roughly around 400 heads of goats. This here is where they're going to be eating from. Of course, many eating troughs will be set up. I just wanted to show you how our structure looks like from the inside. Okay, yeah, this is a segregation where mothers and of course kids will be staying. Now this is the upper part where I've just been, and it's separated by these timbers. And so this is probably going to be mothers, and the other side be for our kids that will be born on this particular farm. As you can see, it's big space. It can accommodate some good number of goats or kids here. So this is how it actually looks like. One other provision that we have is this area here that is going to be used probably for like feed storage and so forth and so on. As you can see, we've already started keeping some feeds in here. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Let's now go to the upper section of this house that is supposed to house or harbor chickens. We are heading to the upper section that is supposed to harbor chickens. So the spacing again couldn't give us as many options. So now the ladders leading us up to the upper shelter for chickens, we put it on the sides as you can see. So come with me, let me show you around. Okay, we are now heading up. This is our goat structure or goat section. Let's now head over to the chicken section. Ooh. Okay, we are almost there. Now, let's also start from the other end, and then we come explaining as we go down. Okay. So, we are almost there. So this is our first door from the upper section where the chickens are going to be. And as you can see, this is how the work looks like. Yep. Ooh, this is how big our structure actually is. Here you can raise roughly around 4,000 chickens. Yes. Every section having its own dimensions because of the the steepness of the soil, and we didn't want the structure to look awkward, so we had to divide it in different segmentations, but all together. So the other segmentation or the other side of the chicken house is also separated by this mesh and these timbers down here. But this is the first section of the chicken house. Yes. So out here, I'll talk about these ladders, these things a little later. So let's go to the next room. Okay. So this here is our second room for the chickens that are going to be harbored up. And as you can see, it is big enough. Don't mind about this spacing. They were created by the timbers, but we shall find ways of fixing them before we bring in the chickens. As I showed you down, one of our guys is actually trying to fix it so that the owner can actually use this space as soon as possible. Yep. So there's nothing really much here. It's just a basic open structure that is going to house chickens. Okay, and this here is the last room for our chickens, and as you can see, it is equally very basic. The beauty here is these timbers were a bit better than the rest because they gave us some really nice shuttering. We didn't have as much problems as we had with the rest of the rooms. As you can see in the iron sheets, there are levels, and that's how we managed to roof it. This side we had to close it off because I don't know if you can see, but across there is a lake. Across there's a lake. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, you might not see it, but there's a lake. Usually the storm kind of affects this area very much. I think you can now see. Yes, there is that's Lake Victoria, biggest inland lake in Africa. We are just close to it. So as you can see here, there are these things that are these barriers, I should call them, that are guarding or guards. I don't know how to call them. God forgive me, I've forgotten the name. But they are there just to help us in case somebody slides or there's an emergency of sorts. Yes, but we are going to also put up some poles here to make it a little bit more firm and strong. So as you can see, that's our exercise ground. We are all going to clean it up, remove every little thing down here so that we create room for our goats once they come. Even that those debris, whatever it is, we're going to create it away. We're going to take it away such that we create enough room. So water coming from this structure has been tapped using these gutters. I don't know if you can see, and it's going to be directed to that tank right there. It was recently installed. I think it's about 10,000 liters. Now, having a water tank of 10,000 liters, that's quite big. Where is the person going to get food? Well, that's the garden, and as you can see, there's some grass, but he also has grass elsewhere that he has planted already. These are our ladders that take us up and of course take us down as well. This structure again is entirely made out of wood. Down here what the client wants to do is to put concrete and kneel so that all the urine and the droppings are collected in one area, and there's gonna be a manhole here, somewhere here, that will again take those droppings and the urine outside. Yes, so that's how he intends to do it. But this is our structure. And finally, we come to the end of our video. Please trust us with your work. Give us that contract. Let us construct that structure for you today. If you want any consultation, please hit us up on these numbers and we shall be more than glad to talk to you, come to your farm, and we work for you, or we set up that beautiful structure. As you can see in my background, it's really looking amazing. I don't know if you've seen, but well, that's all I had for you today. Goodbye.